Hi and welcome to today's reading. Today's reading I'm pulling in an energy of somebody who is searching for something. Searching for answers, I want to say. This morning my daughter was singing in the kitchen a song called All Is Found. Now I wasn't familiar with that song and so I asked her what it was and where it was from. It's from the movie Frozen 2, which I haven't seen. And the backstory, and obviously I got this secondhand, is that one of the sisters, and I'm not sure which one of the sisters is trying to find out why their parents passed away. And she gets given an opportunity to dive deep down into the bottom of the ocean to find out how they passed away. She's looking for answers. But what happens is she goes down so deep that she gets stuck and can't get back up. Now the version of the song that she was singing, All Is Found, was The Hound and the Fox. But as I said, it is from the Frozen soundtrack, so I'll see if I can link both of those in there. And we were having this great philosophical conversation about what would you sacrifice to find out the truth. And if the sacrifice is, I want to say emotional, but it could be physical, then is it really worth it? Because she was searching for how her parents had passed away and it was very graphic, very painful. It's almost like somebody with a one-track mind of everything will make sense if I have this piece of knowledge. It's almost like the last puzzle piece. But this philosophical conversation that we were having about getting that last puzzle piece, but what do you sacrifice to get it, and is it really worth it? So I've done a pre-shuffle on your cards. I got the Hermit card, which is Dark Night of the Soul energy. The Hermit card is number 9 in the tarot. It is Virgo energy and it is Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So a deep wound that you have where you're trying to find the answers as to why something happened. I'm feeling lost and lonely also came out, and I was hearing the sentences, finding the reason is potentially more damaging than not knowing. I was also hearing you are meant to visit a search for looking for the answers, but you're not meant to stay. And oftentimes when it is something really, really traumatic, like in that storyline in Frozen 2, you can actually get stuck. I think she was stuck under the ice. She couldn't get back up because it was so traumatic. So she was looking for something to heal, but she actually caused more destruction. So let's put these cards up here and let's pull some energy. If this reading, if this energy is resonating with you, give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. All of my readings are timeless. Could be past, present, future energy. It could be you or somebody around you. The energy that I'm pulling in. If you've been guided to this reading, there's most likely a message in it for you. Perhaps you are searching for a truth. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a truth about, somebody that's passed away. It could be a truth as to why somebody, you're looking for a reason behind a hurt that you felt. You might be looking for an understanding of why somebody chose to make a decision that ultimately caused you pain. And in looking for the answers, you're actually going to get more pain. It's very much in hindsight. I'm feeling lost and lonely. And what I just heard was the time that you're spending trying to find the answer is not actually going to make you feel any better once you get it. Now, all the cards that I use on my channel are my own designs because I'm also an illustrator. So if you're called to any of those, the links to them can be found in the description box. I will also put that song, All Is Found. There might be more messages in the lyrics. There could be more messages in that movie for you Frozen 2. I'll also link those in the description, as well as any other songs that I channel as I'm doing the reading. So let's get a guidance card for you, a bit more information. This is my Divine Messages deck. Divine timing, it was all part of the plan. So something that you're meant to go through, perhaps something that you're meant to go through so that you, a painful experience that you were meant to go through so that you would go on a spiritual journey, have a spiritual awakening, which often happens, well, it's 9 times out of 10, what happens when you go through a spiritual awakening? It happens because of past pain. But I think here what's happened is you've dove into the water and now you can't get back up. Almost like you stayed under too long and now you've got the bends. Divine timing, it was all part of the plan. Okay. And when you think about divers, they take so many precautions to stop them from getting the bends. Sometimes things happen that we've got no control over. Okay, this is my Angel Oracle deck. Let's have a look at what angel is walking with you on this particular part of your journey where potentially you are stuck. And if you haven't started looking, if you're searching for answers and you can't find them and you're wondering why, it may be because you're not meant to find them. 26, politics and ambition. Now that card aligns with the 5 of Wands, which is competition, jealousy. It's battles. In the original drawing of that card, it's 5 wands. It's fire energy. And if you think about somebody who's stuck at the bottom of the ocean, they are literally struggling to get back to the top. 41, divine mission. That's the 4 of Swords. That angel aligns with the 4 of Swords. Look how many H's we've got. H, A, A, H. H, 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 A, A. Those letters might be significant. The 4 of Swords is healing after heartbreak, which is what I said before. You're trying to, part of a divine mission is the soul contract that you have with the men upstairs. So part of your soul contract was that you were meant to go through this pain, whatever it is. It was meant to put you on a spiritual journey, send you into a dark night of the soul, part of a divine mission, to heal whatever has made you feel lost and lonely. Divine timing, it was all part of the plan, but something's happened and you've gotten stuck. Politics and ambition, divine mission. Now that could be somebody who has, we've got the 5 of Wands here, somebody who you've been in battle with, who's done something to you. The 5 of Wands is jealousy. Actually, that came through in a reading that it would be 2 readings prior to this one. And I want to say, and it's just started to rain. I want to say here, your divine mission was to heal. What I heard is it's not to get even. Now that may resonate for one person. Politics and ambition. To find out why somebody did something to you. The politics of something is I want to say mind games. But you were meant to focus on the healing, not focus on, and actually that's what I will say is, in a scenario where somebody has hurt you, you're not meant to be the one who delivers the karma. Finding out the reason why somebody does something or has done something that has hurt you, or as I said, it can be finding out the reason why, you know, in that instance of that movie, somebody's passed away. You're not meant to go finding that information. If you're meant to know it, It will be shared with you at a time where you can digest it. I think what's happened here is you've gone looking for that information and you're not, I want to say you're fragile. I'm feeling lost and lonely. You're fragile. And so instead of it giving you hope, instead of it giving you the final piece that you're looking for, instead of giving you answers, it's actually sunk you further down. Things will be revealed to you at the time when let's say you can digest it. 23, healing and courage. Another 5. 5, 5, change. Melahel. That's the 4 of Cups. You can't, which is disappointment. The original drawing of the 4 of Cups is a guy sitting up against a tree. He's got his arms folded and the divine is handing him a cup. But in this instance, the divine is actually saying to you, we will give you the answers that you need at a time we predetermine is when it will be most beneficial to you. And you're like, nah, I want it now. And so down you dive. Healing and courage. Because everything in life is a lesson, right? And what's the point of getting information if you can't process it in a way that is of benefit to you? But as I said, you're like, no, I want it now. Or I'm not going to stop looking for it until I find it. And it could be anything. It can be, you know, you could be looking for parents. You could be adopted. You could have had a parent who walked away. So you might have been raised by a single parent. There's so many different scenarios. But the information that you are seeking will be given to you on God's timeline. Okay, let's get a card. What's the energy around you at the moment? We've got the star on the bottom, which is healing. It's also fate. You will find out that information. The energy around you, the Ace of Pentacles, it will be given to you. That's a new beginning. But the Ace of Pentacles is the slowest moving ace. The slowest moving gift from God. The Queen of Wands. She's a firecracker, this one here. The Queen of Wands. Wands energy is fast moving. Ace of Pentacles is slow. You're reaching for this information, which is going to cause you grief. And the man upstairs is saying, it's coming to you. It's like you've taken the cake out of the oven too early. And now there's a mess. And potentially this is something. It's the card, what I'm seeing is the card of Temperance, which is divine timing. God's timing. Okay, let's have a look at you. If I was viewing you on the surface, imagine a little duck. If I'm viewing you on the surface, what am I seeing? The King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, sometimes very stubborn energy, very stoic energy. I can do it by myself, independent here. I can do it by myself. I don't need your help. I know what I'm doing. What's happening under the surface? And I'm kind of getting Four of Wands, which is fire energy again, racing towards something. That's Venus in Aries. And then we've got the Five of Wands. Racing too fast towards what, and this is the card of celebration. Racing too fast towards something This is what you're telling yourself deep in your soul. If I race towards this, I'm going to have celebration. But what's actually happening is you end up under the surface with the bends trying to get to the top. What's the message from the man upstairs? Oh, now look, can you see? That's not meant to be in there. The Hierophant. Again, another 5. The Hierophant is, well, many different meanings, but the Hierophant is the soul contract that you have for the lessons that you are meant to learn in this lifetime. That's the message from the man upstairs. You've gone off the path. Change. 5 is change. You've gone off the path. The Hierophant is Taurus and Venus. If you think of Taurus, that's May. But Taurus is a bull, stubborn. You can see the bull horns. I'm going to get a card from this deck because that... What else from the man upstairs? Page of Wands. You've gone off on your own journey and strayed away from your soul contract. The Page of Wands is the explorer. And the potential outcome of this situation. The Ace of Cups. You've actually got some beautiful cards. Now the cups are water. And I want to say here that the energy of that card is in reverse. You are drowning at the bottom of the ocean in a world of pain. I think feeling even more lost and lonely than when you set off on this adventure to find the answer. Page of Pentacles is a card of the student. The Page of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo. Mercury, communication. Virgo is the dark night of the soul. What you've actually realised, or what you will realise if you're not at this point yet, the outcome of going against your soul contract and trying to find something. And you may be getting obstacles, and those obstacles are, like, God's not going to say to you, stop. You know, it's not going to send you a text message but your guides communicate with you in ways that you understand. Kind of little roadblocks along the way, but I think you're ignoring them. And if you are still on this journey, then be very aware of the messages that you are receiving. It could be on the number plate of a car. It could be on the side of a bus, on an ad that pops up on the TV while you're watching a TV show, and at a time when you're thinking about, where else can I go to find the answer? What else do I need to do? And an ad will pop up that essentially says, stop. You're being guided. And as I said before, this part of divine timing was all part of the plan, part of the lesson that you learn through this process is to listen to your guides, because they're not here to steer you in the wrong direction. They're here to help you grow and evolve. Page of Pentacles, they're here to help you grow. The card of the student. They don't want to see you trapped at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, let's use this deck. Let's find out more here about you moving fast and God saying, whoa, just hang on. On the bottom, Queen of Wands, same card, charging forward. What else can we know? The Four of Cups, it's going to end in disappointment. What else? Now that came out before, I think one of those was the Four of Cups. Death and rebirth. It's going to end in sorrow. If you can, this is the energy around you. Now, nobody can stop, everybody's got free will decision. Nobody can stop you from doing this. But these cards are saying that if you keep charging forward, it's going to end in disappointment and sorrow. This is stubborn here. This is you in the 3D. What else about that? Judgment. You're making a judgment call based on what you think you need, thinking that if you get this piece of the puzzle, it will give you all the answers. But God, the dragon, is making a judgment call on you. Now that's the same dragon in that card there, which is who you connect with. You connect with God when you go through a spiritual awakening. But part of that spiritual awakening is recognizing that there is a higher power. Another word, higher, means higher. You're not on the same level. God's here and you're here. And it's obviously a lesson that you've either learned or that you're in the process of learning. Or maybe, if you're not at that point yet, that you are being averted from if you choose to take this message. As I said, you know, your guides are Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles is Mother Mary. That's freedom. That's that's pre-Empress energy. That card is about planting seeds, doing the work, and then this is harvest time. But what you're trying to harvest, there's a deception in it. You want celebration. The Four of Wands, which is what's happening in your soul. You want celebration and you think you're going to get it by getting the answer, but there's a deception, which is the Seven of Swords, which is the moon in Aquarius. You're charging forward, Venus in Aries. Charging forward to try and get the answer. Venus in Virgo, that's the Judgment card, which is Pluto. Looking for some sort of transformation. This will help me heal if I just know the answer. But it's deceptive. Two of Wands on the bottom, which is the plans that you are making. It's almost got Two of Swords energy, which is often seen as somebody with a decision. Do I stop? Do I go? And then somebody's wearing a blindfold. So they don't really know the answer, but they're charging forward anyway. In the soul, let's have a look. What else in the soul? You're charging forward, Eight of Wands. Mercury in Sagittarius. It's almost got that feeling of, I'm so close to the answer. That you're running head first into Yeah. You're running head first. That's the Emperor. That's Aries energy. In this case, it's unbalanced. It's you can't tell me what to do. I know that this will fix. I know that this will heal me. And in that movie, what she found out was so painful that it kept her stuck. Okay, let's have a look at this message from God. Four of Pentacles. That's the Sun in Capricorn. That is holding on. What in that movie, what she found out was so painful that it kept her, it held her down in more sorrow than she knew what to do with. Justice, which is Libra, which is balance. And if it's somebody that has hurt you, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for some sort of divine justice. But what's the point of that if in the process of finding it, you actually destroy yourself physically, emotionally? That's not justice. And the divine will actually, that card's come out from the message from the universe. That card is about God delivering divine justice. You just had to learn the lesson. The karma is delivered by somebody else. If it's something that somebody has done to you, let's have a look at this Ace of Cups here, stuck at the bottom of the ocean. Queen of Swords, which is Uranus and Aquarius, a spiritual earthquake. What have I done? Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer, and the Star, which is Aquarius. You're stuck at the bottom of the ocean. It's a spiritual earthquake that you have when you realize that whatever situation, whatever it is that you're looking for, part of a Two of Cups is a soul contract that you have with somebody in your life. In that movie, it was her parents. She wanted to find out what happened to her parents. Two of Cups. Soulmates, soulmates. It could be a past lover. It could be a friend. Any of those people are soulmates. Connections that you have with people. People at work. People in your friendship group. Something that has caused this pain. A parent that's walked away. An argument that you've had with somebody. And you're trying to find answers, but thinking that it will bring you healing, the healing. Aquarius, which is the Star card, is healing. But what it's actually done is it's brought you more pain because you've tried to find the answer before you're ready to receive it. The Queen of Pentacles is independent. You've tried to do it on your own, and maybe in this scenario, this thing is so painful, it's not meant to be something that you go searching for individually. Maybe it's something that you go searching for with the support of somebody else. For example, if you're adopted and you're looking for a parent, just say you're in a relationship with somebody, and it would be something where you would say to your partner, hey, listen, I'm trying to find my parent. Can you maybe do a bit of groundwork, do a bit of digging? And if what you find out you think is going to be too painful for me to know, then just tell me that you haven't found them. And somebody who's close to you and loves you will actually do that for you. And if they're meant to be the one to find out those answers, then to me, the divine then lays out that information. But in this scenario, you've charged forward. Or you will charge forward. Or you're thinking that that's the best idea. And these cards are saying it's not. Hidden things that are done in the dark. It's meant to be hidden. You're not meant to know. It will be revealed to you when you are emotionally stable enough to take on that information and utilize it. The Page of Pentacles, the card of the student, towards your healing. It's not meant to be. If you find that information too early, or maybe you're not meant to find it at all, it actually stunts your emotional growth because it's too painful. In between worlds. Stuck between knowing and not knowing. If I just knew the answer, everything would be okay, is what I heard. Intuition. Follow your intuition. Don't ignore your intuition. If you are getting the stop, listen. Boundaries. There's boundaries being put up by your guides, by the divine, because they don't want to see you get hurt. Whatever this information is, you're not ready to hear it yet, and maybe you're not meant to hear it at all. And if you've been on a dark night of the soul, and a lot of people did actually over COVID, it was kind of 4 years of just quiet. where we had enough time, the world stopped and we had enough time to actually really go down and do a bit of self-reflection, because we didn't have the hustle and bustle of noise around us. And maybe that's when you started this journey of trying to find the answers to whatever it is you're looking for. I'm feeling lost and lonely. Not connecting with the people around you because of COVID. And it doesn't have to be COVID. But you went down this rabbit hole. And if you've been on a dark night of the soul, a spiritual journey, all of that hard work that you've done is potentially going to be undone if you keep charging forward. What else? Is it worth it? Maybe, you know, what's evidence? You're looking for evidence. Get off the grid, hermit mode. That's what you've been doing. You've been looking for the answers. I want to say the answers that you seek are within. Divine counterpart on the bottom. Might have something to do with a relationship. It's a very odd card. Evolution of the soul, which is what I said before. Jealousy and envy. Why something didn't work the way you wanted it to work? Very interesting card. I'm going to get a card on that. What have we got? Divine counterpart here. Yeah, disappointment. Let's say love relationship. That will only be for some. But obviously for somebody who will watch this reading, it's for them. Disappointment. You wanting to know the answers. Let's get a moon oracle. Now we've got this Taurus, stubborn. Get ready for some serious cash flow. The Taurus full moon promises prosperity. What a weird card. Let's see what else. Perhaps somebody hurt you financially and you're looking for answers as to why. Waxing like a Cheshire cat, the moon whispers, believe in your wildest dreams. Cheshire cat is a bit of a trickster. They may be all connected. We did have the Two of Cups there. Okay, let's have a look. This is my Nodes of Destiny deck. What should you be working on at the moment is what I want to ask. The North Node is currently in Aries. The South Node is in Libra, which is what you are releasing. North Node is what you are walking towards. And I want to say, when you're looking for something from the past, you're meant to release the past. You're not meant to walk towards it. North Node in Leo. If you've got a North Node in Leo, your mission in life is to rock the stage with confidence and flaunt your unique skills. Soak up the spotlight by taking charge at work and in social circles. Trust your gut more than your brain with a Leo North Node. Is what you're meant to be walking towards. You're trusting your gut, and your gut is telling you to go it alone. But Leo can be quite prideful, quite stubborn. North Node in the 7th house, which is Libra. If your North Node decides to swing by the 7th house, toss in your special pizzazz into your relationships. Let your charm shine like a disco ball at every party. What I want to say is, before when I was talking about, if you are looking for something, and there is a potential here because of the messages that are coming through, that what you may find may be traumatic. The answers that you find may be traumatic. If you're adamant that you want to charge forward, then don't do it alone. Because I think what happened was she dove down. I think her parents, it was a shipwreck or something, and so she dove down to the bottom of the ocean, I think, to find out what had happened. But she got stuck down there, and she then had to get rescued by somebody. She got rescued by a sister, I think. If you are going on this deep dive alone, lonely, you've got nobody to act as a support. If you think about a diver that dives down and he gets the bends coming back up, nobody to support. You need to have some sort of support system. Let's get a song. All is found. How sweet it is to be loved by you. James Taylor on the bottom. Any song that can give us more information. Northern Sky, Nick Drake. I never felt magic crazy as this. I never saw moons, knew the meaning of the sea. I never held emotion in the palm of my hand or felt sweet breezes in the top of a tree. But now you're here, brighten my northern sky. When you think about the northern sky, you're looking up. That's the aurora borealis, which is a bit elusive. Something that you're looking for that is a bit elusive. That happens when you get light from the sun. Coronal mass ejections from the sun, and there was just a bit of lightning then. Coronal mass ejections from the sun, solar storms that come, that paint this beautiful northern sky. But it doesn't happen every night. It's like searching for something. But now you're here, brighten my northern sky. You're meant to search. If you're going to search, you're meant to search with somebody else. You're meant to have support. The circle game, Joni Mitchell on the bottom, going round and round and round and round, looking for the answers. And maybe that's why you haven't found any answers yet. It's because you're not meant to by yourself. Perhaps they will start to appear when you actually get some sort of support system around you. Okay, let's get, these are love messages, but I'm getting them as cards from your higher self. I find myself dreaming about you. That's not love related. That is you so hyper-focused on finding the answers that you're dreaming about it. It's literally what you are doing every waking hour, what you are thinking about. The truth will set you free. That's what you think will happen, but you have breathed new life into me. Again, that's what you think will happen when you get this answer. That it will bring you healing. I just don't know. When I think about my future, you are right beside me. I'm going to get a card on that too. If that has to do with a relationship, this divine counterpart here, finding the answer to something that's happened, I'm picking up that you think that once you have the answer, it will solve the problem. Let's just get a card on that. Oh my goodness. Now, normally, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's a lot of cards, but solving the problem to disappointment. The 10 of Cups. Happy family. Happy life. Happy family. Something within it has brought disappointment. You're going searching for the bottom of the ocean, the depths, to find out what's happened. Hoping that it will bring some sort of clarity. The 3 of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. The Lovers, it's deceptive. The 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, the world. It's part of a karmic lesson. And it's a karmic lesson in temperance. I did say that card before. Temperance is divine timing. You're looking for clarity. But you will get clarity at a time on God's timeline is what I want to say. Let's get some Scrabble tiles. Just going to get a couple. Okay, we've got a Z and a 10. Now this could be your first, middle, last initial. Could be that of somebody that you are dealing with, somebody you're trying to find answers about. a V and a 4, a W and a 4, a H and a 4, lots of 4s, F and a 4, a G and a 2, an X and an 8, a K and a 5, a D and a 2, an L on the down low, meaning you're not meant to know, and a Y and a 4. Okay, finally, I'm going to get you 3 final cards to close out this reading. Anything else your guides want to tell you? 7 of Swords. That's the moon in Aquarius. It's deception. Knight of Wands charging forward. Mars in Sagittarius, the King of Cups, is Neptune, the bottom of the ocean. Neptune in Pisces, a spiritual lesson that you are going to learn. The Tower. The Four of Wands, Venus in Aries, and the Knight of Cups, which is the moon in Scorpio. That is just screaming, stop. The answers you think you're going to get is just going to end in heartbreak. Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, but in this instance it's the circle game. Joni Mitchell spinning round and round and round, but this wheel is going to spin backwards. You're not actually going to go anywhere by getting this information. So if the messages in this reading resonate with you, give it a like. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. As I said, I will list those songs in the description box, as well as that movie. There might be more messages. I've not seen it, so I couldn't give you any guidance as to that. I wish you all the best on this journey. I hope that there were messages in here that gave you a bit of insight into something that you are searching for. I do wish you all the best, and I will see you again in another reading.